So we're going to plant a potato every foot. And so to prepare this field, we grew a Sudan grass. There's still a little bit left. And we're going to pull that out and lay it down as mulch. And then we're going to make holes every foot. And then we're going to put compost in each hole. And then we're going to put a piece of a seed potato in each hole. So what we're going to do is we can get 2 people to start digging the holes down there. And one person can either go ahead of them, or as they go, you pull out this grass and just lay it down. This is called Sudan grass. It's an old kind of grass, Piper Sudan. It's a really nice grass for a cover crop. Grows very fast, outcompetes weeds. Like if you look at this, there's not a lot of weeds coming up in here. And that's after a heavy rain.
Right.
So we outcompete the weeds with other plants that are more vigorous. So then when you mow that down, you get all that mulch on top, but you get all the root mass underneath. And so that's all the plant food. And then what we're going to do is after each of the holes gets a modest handful of compost in it, we're going to go through and put the seed potatoes in. And we use a particular kind of powder that has a beneficial fungus in it. So this fungus lives on the roots of about 80% of the plants in the world. And if this is a plant root and it's down in the soil, there's some sort of communication between this plant root and the tiny little spores of this fungus. And the plant root says, "Hey fungus," and the fungus says, "What?" "Come on over here, I got something for you." And so the fungus goes in and the spore hatches on the surface of the root and then actually goes inside the root and uses the inside of the root as an apartment. And so it's living inside the apartment in the plant root. It's sending out these strands, and those strands, a fungus is not like us. A fungus has its stomach on the outside. So it's at the end of the little white strand. So it goes out and digests stuff in the soil and then brings it back to the apartment complex. So because the apartment complex is in the plant gets the benefit of what the fungus has digested. So it's water, mineral nutrients. The fungus is able to get things like calcium and phosphorus out of the soil that the plant wouldn't get otherwise.
Right.
So we inoculate all of that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then as the roots go out, it'll communicate with the spores. And who knows what language they talk, but they do.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. Our potatoes will come up when they're about this tall. I come back through here with the tractor. So what it does is it basically doubles the depth of soil you have where the potatoes are, so you get twice as many potatoes, but it also buries a lot of the weeds. So if you have a really good, if you have good planting and you use that good cultural practice, you can limit the amount of hand weeding you would do in this field to maybe a half an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's great.
yeah.